See, here's the thing with Orlando. We're not a big city, but we're a growing city. And you get to experience really that sense of, I don't want to say family, but it is kind of like that here in Orlando. That sense of LGBTQ, family, closeness, cool, easy, breezy, kind of good time. So when you come here, the local food experience is everything. And one of my favorite places, whether it's like a brunch or whether it's a late lunch, is Se7en Bites. It's LGBTQ owned, it is amazing, and Trina, the owner, really just go all out. It's kind of incredible. You have to see for yourself.
I opened Se7en Bites to fulfill a dream of mine to cook some of my grandmother's nostalgic baked goods. My wife and I own this business together. We started it together and we've continued to run our business together. We took a lot of our family recipes and created a way to put a modern twist on them and recreate some nostalgic favorites of people's and make them available to everyone.
That's crazy.
It is. So that's our biscuit. It has pimento cheese on it, our buttermilk fried chicken, an over medium egg, sausage gravy, and that's our scratch-made orange blossom marmalade.
My favorite part is what it's called.
Right.
What is it called?
Kernel marmalade in the dining room with a knife.
Kernel marmalade in the dining room with a knife.
That's right.
I am in.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
The success of our business is providing this niche that a lot of people can't find that's home cooked and served locally instead of a chain restaurant.
I just kind of enjoy Florida. I enjoy being in Orlando. I enjoy the heat, the sun, and I enjoy a little travel action. I've become an adventurer in my old age. There's a unique thing about this place that you can actually connect with nature. It's that old Florida. And here you can actually experience it by going to Wild Florida. You go to Wild Florida and that's nature. The headwaters to the Everglades. That's the gators. You see the birds. You see all sorts of cool things because you're on this airboat. And the experience is wild. You are gliding over water. It's like glass. They also have animals at Wild Florida. And you're in there with them and you're feeding them, like raisins and grapes and stuff. And their little hands grab you. Oh, just grab my hand. And they're like babies. It's a once in a lifetime experience. I've never seen a sloth. I've never even Googled the word sloth. It is literally the perfect word for this animal. The sloth is just a slow-moving animal with like 2 finger claws on each arm, and they move so slowly, and they hang upside down apparently. The beauty of Central Florida and Orlando is that you have the city, you have the country, you have the nature, you have the modern technology, you can do it all. That's the beauty of Central Florida. That's why you come to Orlando. Going out, happy hour, hanging out, local places are key. So the Hamburger Lamb is LGBTQ owned, and you just kind of hang out, belly up to the bar, and just have a good time. The signature cocktails alone, I can't decide which one's better. I'm sure I could put them in order if I had to, but I mean, why?
So this right here is called the Lambert. This is one of our signature cocktails. We started off with 44 North Huckleberry vodka that we infused with blueberries here in-house. Limonada right on top. And then we're gonna add some blueberries and a lemon just for some added flair. That's all I got.
We're just a neighborhood pub where there's all kinds of things going on all the time, and everybody's always welcome. There's always something going on here.
Wow, look at my here. Hey! You can take a deep breath from your vacation, or you can take a deep breath to start your vacation by going on the Icon Orlando observation wheel. The sweet part is that my husband and I did it, and it's so great. You can get an amazing view of your entire area. "400 feet in the air, and you can see all of Orlando for miles in all directions." How often are you 400 feet up in the air? Not often, I would imagine. So this is a great experience. You can't come to Orlando and not experience Pulse.
An LGBT nightclub is a sanctuary for our community. I have a brother who was gay, and he raised me in his community, and I lost him in the AIDS epidemic in the early 90s. Having Pulse reconnected me to a life that I loved. Today, it's an interim memorial, which will stand here for the next 2 years till our permanent one is designed and constructed. This space here is sacred ground, and it's dedicated to what happened here so that in generations to come, people will understand the history and that we are now the story keepers of that history.
See the pictures, feel the feelings, talk to the people, and take some of that with you back home.
Come Out with Pride is really all about coming together as a community. It is just magical. The energy level that's in this park is second to none. It is absolutely incredible. When we have Come Out with Pride here, in one of, I think, the most beautiful spots, I think they're really surprised.
So not only do you have a city that loves the LGBTQ community, you have events all year round. I feel like there's always something happening here in Orlando. That was fantastic.
Right, so I'm gonna help you.
So one of the cool things you can do in Orlando, you can kind of skydive. You're in this wind tunnel, and you're simulating skydiving. Talk about adventure, but it's just insane. There's so many choices to stay in Orlando that you can pretty much pick anywhere. The DoubleTree by Hilton at SeaWorld is an amazing place. They know what they're doing as far as the LGBTQ traveler, and it's kind of centrally located. You can go to the parks, you can go to all the cool places in Orlando, and I mean, why not? When gay people travel around, what do they look for? They look for a good place to eat. We've got that. They look for a good vibe, comfortable environment. We've got that. They look for entertainment. We've got that, whether it's early morning or late night. That's why you come to Orlando. You get the glitz and the glamour, and you get the old school Florida action, and it's the best of both worlds. So it's kind of perfect.